Hello, Ibrahim. How are you?
Look, hello, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you. So I guess others won't be joining. So I will just start explaining today's session and it will be recorded and they can watch it. So if you need to ask any question, please go ahead and don't hesitate, okay? So after we have seen the path one for solving the WASL or the English Sign Up Language processes that we have been using video indexer and GitHub and also been using Visual VS Code to process the files. Now we have done all the steps. We have uploaded the videos to the Azure resources that we have created for that. I will just show you in a fast presentation what we have done until now. So the first steps were downloading the repository. Then after we downloaded the repository, we just uploaded these folders that contained maybe like 6,000 files, around 6,000 files, yes, if I'm not mistaken about the number. These files represent the most uh, used or maybe almost all the used signs that is being interpreted to the people who cannot hear. So we have thousands of videos. Let me show these videos to you in order to be clear about what I'm talking or what I'm saying. So I have downloaded these files from the repository. This is the repository where I have cloned the files from. Let me show you the repository again. So this is the repository where I have downloaded the necessary files. I used the files that are on the start kit. We have the file that is called py downloader. We downloaded the files. This is an application or a file that is created in Python language that looks for the videos in different locations and starts downloading these videos into our storage on the computer we have. After that, when we are done with this, with the download, we can see these files and even we can go through the repository itself from GitHub from the browser, or we can go to the folder that we have created for this repository. I have created a folder here on my computer. This is the repository, and I have the data here, which are around, as I told you, 6,262 items. These files, I can use them in the path we have done with video indexer and in the path I'm going to explain today. So I have these as raw data. I can use them in any machine learning method that I want, even within Microsoft or even if I need to use other solutions. So here is the data I want. To explain the data for the machine learning system I'm going to use, I need a file that contains explanations for these videos. So for each of these videos, I need to explain what is in that scene. So this is the file where I get the explanation. It is also prepared for us thanks to the repository that we are talking about. Again, I will show you the repository. As you can see here, we have a file here that is called the WALSL JSON file that includes all the details of the explanations of these videos that we have downloaded. After downloading the files, we would need to upload these files into the video indexer solution, which is we have created in Azure. In Azure, we have created a video indexer service. I have multiple indexer services. This is the one that is called the WALSL video indexer. From there, if I press in here, I can see a storage that is also linked to that service. Here where I should upload the files that I have downloaded in order to ingest them to the machine learning process that is within this video indexer. And in addition to that, I need to link these files to the JSON file that explains everything to the system. After I upload all of these, I would be starting the video indexer, which is now running on the background because it needs a lot of time. I already did that and it is running. And I guess on the next session, we will be seeing our result for this first path. So to make sure that everything is fine, that I have downloaded all the files, as you can see here, I can see the blob container that is within, again, within the service that I have created, which is called the WALSL video indexer. Here I can see the videos that I have uploaded. It took a lot of time to do that because I uploaded like 6,000 files. So the procedure was, I'm just repeating for that in order for you to get the sequence. The first thing, I got the access to that repository. I downloaded the files. Then after downloading these files, I uploaded them to the video indexer service. Before I upload them, I created a video indexer service. Here is the video indexer service, video indexer service. And within that service, I have uploaded the files. In order to create this service, I would need a resource group and I would also need a storage account. So all of these are within this storage or this resource group that I have created especially for what I'm talking about. As you can see, I have which one of these resources. Let me make sure just, I guess this is the one, ASL, yes. So this is where, but to make more sure, I would go to the video indexer service in order to see the resource group I created for it. It is in this resource group, WALSL, where here is where I can find the storage account and I can find the video indexer. So this was the first path that I followed, and now it is being processed as I told you in the background. When it finishes, I guess in the next session we can be seeing the results coming from this procedure that we have been following. For today's session, we are going to follow a new path. There are some similar steps or common steps between the both of the paths that we have been working on. But for now, we are going to start a new procedure, which is like using the the machine learning service from Azure. How do I access this? I will just demonstrate. I would go to the services, or I would go to create a resource, and I would be looking for machine. I already sent you a file. I want to make sure that you can use it. So I would need to create a machine learning workspace. The first thing I should do is to create a machine learning workspace. And within that machine learning workspace, I can find many things that I can add. One of them is the machine learning that I am going to be starting for this path I'm going to follow. So this is the first step. If I will open the file for you just to make sure that you can see everything here. It is shared on the chat and I will drop it also on the WhatsApp group. So these are the steps. I called it path 2. This is the path 2. Step 1 is logging to Azure. This is something you should know. We have the account. Then we should create resource groups and we should create AI services like computer vision. What is computer vision being used for? The computer vision is the service that will be watching the videos that we are going to upload to the machine learning solution we are creating. We're also going to create what is called the custom vision, also additional visioning service, which can also see the videos in order to add some additional or extract some additional gestures or something from these videos. So the first thing, I will create a resource group. Then I will create an AI service, which is the computer vision. I would also create a custom vision, and I will also create an Azure Machine Learning workspace. Okay, after that, I will set up the computer resources. I guess these are ready for us. We have the data collection, download. These are common steps with the old project, with the project or the path number one. We are going to download the information. We already have them in our computers, or I don't know if you have downloaded that. Then after that, we'll need to see if we need to clean and prepare the data. But for us, the data we are getting from the WALSL is ready. Doesn't need anything, but this is a step you need to just put in mind in case you have data that does not belong to the learning you are targeting. But in our case, everything we are using is related and clean because we are using the data that is coming from the WALSL repository. When we are done downloading the files and cleaning the files and ready to start using this, we will be starting with the model training. In order to start with the model training, what is the steps that we need to do? Step one is to download the data set. It is already downloaded. Now is to download the annotation file. What is the annotation file? Again, the annotation file is the JSON file that includes the explanation of the videos that we have downloaded. So now we are going to prepare the videos. The videos are now ready. The annotation files will explain these videos. Then now we are ready to upload these files and their annotations to the system, to the machine learning. As you can see in the annotation files, we should have the video ID, which is a unique identifier for each video, like a serial number or whatever you can describe it. The label that explains what is going on, like in the videos examples that we are here, let's say it's this sign or this action being done by the lady has a meaning. So this picture on this or this video explains a certain action. What is the name of that action, or it is expressing something? Maybe it would be a letter, maybe it would be a sign that is used in the sign language. So I would need to explain or connect each of the videos to its annotation and the files we are going to use. Let's head back to this one. Okay, after that, so we have the start and the end. One is the video starting and when it is ending. So it's telling the video machine learning system, this is the start and this is the end. And if I need to add any data, I would be like adding other things if I want to. Importing, we already imported the file. Here are, after that, we are going to extract the relevant information coming from the file. And after that, we're going to process the videos. And then we are going to, these are optional. We can do that through the machine learning service. And we start building the model and training the model. So all of these we are going to perform together, okay? And we will be just performing all steps together on the portal. I added these files, or I shared you the file, so I will be just demonstrating with you the basic steps. Then after that, when you start, let me just do something. Let me see one thing because I can't see the chat here. Let me see the chat. Yes, you can use Jupyter. Yes, of course you can use Jupyter Lab. You can. Here, man, we are just displaying on the first stage, we are explaining the overall steps we are going to follow. In details, we are going maybe to use the Jupyter code, or maybe you are going to use other solution. This is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm having multiple technical issues here. That's why you can see that sometimes I'm switching or having issues. Okay, I guess Muhammad is typing something. If you like, Muhammad, open your microphone and talk. Okay, sir. And give me 1 minute. I need to do something with the connection. 1 minute, please. Okay, Muhammad, go ahead if you are ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
So yeah, since I could just copy paste this code on Jupyter Lab, can I first try, instead of using Azure, can I first try training it on Jupyter Lab to see the results?
Yes, you can see that. This is the
Okay,
best approach. You can do the first thing, see the result. After that, you're going to enhance the results. You know what I
okay,
mean? Okay.
okay.
I'm just explaining the outlines of everything. So if you are good with creating these services, this is something very good. And I guess that we should wait for others on the next sessions to have more attendees, because we are not so enough today. So, but if you can, or you know how the steps for creating the services, it's fine. I'm just going to create one of the services in front of you, and would leave the thing, other steps for you to do it and be ready on the next session. Is that fine with
Okay,
you all?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So let me just put this away and just perform a couple of things as reminders for how we are going to start our session. So let me just go with you. The first thing is go to the portal. This is easy. Let's start creating a resource group in the Azure portal. I guess these steps are, I will be starting from here. I will start resource group. Okay. I will do that fast in front of you so you can go on with everything within this. Okay, I will create a resource group, or I can create the resource group on the fly while I'm performing or creating any of the resources. So I will call this Meta Machine Learning, or I will call it Meta Path 2. This is easier for each of us, for everyone. I will keep it video processing. Okay, I will keep the resource on East-US. You know that we should select the one that is nearest to us. I will click on the review and create. I'll press on create. Okay, the resource group is ready. Now I would go with creating the AI services. The first service I need to create is the AI vision. We call it the computer vision if you like to search for it more efficiently. This is the computer vision. Okay, I will also create computer vision. Okay, it took the resource group that I wanted to. I will call it Meta Computer Vision. Pricing tier, I will take the free. I select the free. I will apply that I approve, review, and create. I press on create. Now it's in progress. I will go again. It's ready. Okay, again, I will go to creating a new resource. I will select custom vision now. The same steps I'm following. I will keep both. I will select the same resource group and I will call it custom vision, Meta custom, sorry, vision. I can't add spaces. I would also go with free tier. Now I have it being done. I will go again into creating the machine learning workspace. Machine learning. Okay, I already have a machine learning workspace. Okay, this is the machine learning. On the Azure machine learning, I will create this one. So the resource group would also be the Meta. The name, machine learning workspace, or I will call it machine ML. Okay, machine learning, where it would be in East US. I try to always select the same region, okay? Storage account, it is automatically being created as you can see here. And I will go with, I will keep everything here as is. And I will go with create. As you can see here in the notification area, you can see what is being deployed, what has been done, and was it successful or not. You need to make sure that all your deployments pass without any issues. just give it some time to be ready. Okay, the download is complete. This is the machine learning service. I will go to the service now. Let me close this one. Okay, this is the machine learning that I have created. And now, in order to work with that, you drop down here and you can see the studio. Okay. This is the studio where you can start different types of machine learning processes. As you can see here, we have some ready projects in front of us. We can simply just start any of these, or we can start our own. I will demonstrate a bit in this studio. Then after that, I will just call the day off in order to have more attendees together and just demonstrate that with you, because I guess this is a very important topic. They should all be here in order to see what is going on. So if I can if I need to start anything new, I can go here with any component, computer cluster, compute instant, model, pipeline, training, job, whatever I can do, start from here. These are different things that I can be performing from this machine learning studio, because as you know, we have different things that a machine learning studio can do for us or perform for us. We can start simple machine learnings from different types, and for customization, we can do whatever we want. Here we have like generative AI samples. We have ready-made generative AI models. As you can see, we have different models. Let me show you all. Okay, submit. Anyways, let's head back to the home. I'm facing a lot of things that are not being opening. As you can see, we can use the notebook templates. We'll explain everything we can related to that. So to start, as a sample, I'm just going to show you a bit about starting a new automated machine learning job. All I need to do is to press on this plus, and I will show you the basic settings of that. Then we later are going to demonstrate things related to us. So but just bear with me because I have a slow connection since yesterday. As you can see here, this is the job name. I can keep it, or I can just rename as I want. I will call the job name ASL مدى ASL AML automated. Okay, is it an existing experiment or it's a new experiment? The new experiment name, I will copy this. I don't know if I can use the same name. Okay, I can describe it as I want. Now I will go with the next. Here I'm talking about the data. What are the tasks and the data types? I would need to select what type of machine learning I want. If I want classification or regression, time series, natural language processing, computer vision. The one we are talking about, I guess it is a computer vision. Here, I would need to create something or add the data that I want. What is the name of the data asset? I'm just typing this in front of you. I'm just showing you examples, no more. It's not the thing that we are going to use, but I'm just demonstrating the studio for you to understand what I'm talking about. I will select the tabular, then next. If I have the files from local files, I would go and select the files. If I have it from a URL or from an Azure storage, this is our selection. It would be our selection workspace. Let me show. It is in November 21. I guess this is the one I want to use. It's not taking this one because the data is not tabular. I'm just demonstrating in front of you what we're going to use here because we are going to use different things, but just to understand the paths or how we are going to work. I guess I have something tabular from local file, yes. It's not on the storage. Let me just try something here. 1 second, please. I just need to get you something that you can test as an example, no more, because we're going to work on that step by step. I can use one and they also here I can have it from this. Okay, from this source. I will select the path. I will paste the path here. And next, if I need to, I will skip the data validation and we'll go with next and we'll press on create. So after that, the data is being created. I would need to go with other steps like this is the WASL data. This is the data I'm talking about. Okay. File is empty. As I told you, it didn't download. Anyway, after I have prepared the environment, we will be doing that step by step on our data on the next session. We have now all the resources that we need. I shared with you the link for the file that you are going to use. This is the file, and these are everything. This is everything that we might need to use. So on the next session, we will be performing the whole steps from our real data. Just before I close this session, do you have any question related to that? I want to ask you a question about my project, but I want to ask it after you finish recording. Okay, sir. So guys, do you have any questions before I stop the recording so Muhammad can talk freely? I will stop the recording now. And